Hey folks, see Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to a very important video which is about Jubilant Foodworks. And if you are a regular viewer of my Thursday live streams, every Thursday I do a live stream at 9:30 p.m. And in this Thursday live stream, I had asked all my viewers that whether I should do a separate stream or a separate video on what's wrong with Jubilant. I did a poll, and almost 84% of the people said yes, we would want to know about this stock. If you have been watching this stock closely, this stock has corrected by almost 50% from its all time highs. So, what we are going to understand and analyze in today's video is what's wrong with this. Is there anything fundamentally which is wrong? Are there any corrective measures that the management can take? Is there some global macroeconomic factors which are causing pain in this stock? So, all these points plus what am I going to do? Am I going to hold on to my holdings? Am I going to sell it off? Am I going to book losses? What exactly? All these answers you will get uh, throughout the video, so don't keep on don't forget to keep on watching the video till the end. So first things first, what's wrong with Jubilant Foodwork? Is there something fundamentally wrong? If you check, ROC is not bad, ROE is not bad. If you see, debt to equity ratio is not that bad, current ratio is also not that bad. There are certain parameters, of course, then which are a cause of concern, and what could they be? So for that, first let's jump to PE ratio. Okay, now if you see here, roughly from March, or let us say April 19 to, let us say, March 20. Okay, this 1 year, April 19 to March 20. You can see that the PE has been hovering around 50ish mark. Okay, entire 1 year range, it has been hovering around the 50 ka mark. So from March, or from March, April till directly December, now have a look at the PE movement. It went up. This is December 24th roughly, and you can see PE is at 247. This means that P has gone up by almost 4x, right? Now, what has happened? Were the results good during these quarters? Answer is obviously yes. So, from April 20 to December 20, the results were also not that bad considering the corona condition. Okay. Now, if we check the price movement from this time frame, let us say April to December 20, you will see that the stock has gone up by almost 120%. Okay, in the same time frame, PE has shot up almost 4x, but the price has also gone up by almost 120%. Now what happens, let's understand. Very important point. Whenever PE is very high to these levels of almost 250ish, then the market expects that the company should continue with amazing numbers. Okay, they should come up with very high sales growth, they should come up with very high PBT numbers as well. But now if I were to compare their quarterly results, so I'm going to the quarters now, and we were till December 20, right? So if I go to December 20, from 165, of course all rupees in crores, December 20 to December 21. Okay, 179. So 165 crore to 179 crore. Is there a degrowth? Answer is no. Is there a growth? Yes. How much? Roughly around 12-13%. Okay. Roughly no. PBT mein to this is not even roughly 8 to 10%, whatever. Now, if I check sales has gone up from 1069 crores to 1211 crores. Here also definitely there is a growth of more than 10 to 12%, more than that, maybe a little bit. So are these not bad numbers? Yes, agreed. But the P that it is commanding was a shade higher than what the market was expecting from the results. But does this mean that from December 20 to December 21, the stock did not perform well? So, for that, let's have a look at the price movement, right? So, I'm just going to again pull up this scale from December 20. Now, what had happened? Understand, this is October 21, correct? It made a all-time high in October 21. It went up 76%, and from that level, it started correcting. If you are following Nifty very closely, then you might be aware of the fact that Nifty also made an all-time high in October 21. So please understand one very, very, very important point. You have to keep this in mind forever. Whenever P is very high, ideally, theoretically, if the numbers don't come up very nicely, then stock prices have to fall down. But when overall market sentiment is nice, investors don't care about P. Okay. When do people start watching out for this factor? When the sentiments go bad. Okay. October 20 ke baad, even if you have a look at Nifty, this is the time frame after which market started to correct for Nifty also. So from October 21 to December 21, what happened was that this stock saw a retracement. Let's quickly see how much was the retracement. This is the March ka level. So I'm just going to quickly do an Alt F, and let's try and see quickly. क्या हो गया? 1 minute. Alt F. From here, now if you see somewhere around December 20, December 21, correct? Okay, so if you see here around this, still it's what 30, what 23.6% retracement level till December. Okay, so still not bad. So now let us understand first. Now let's go to the results of December 21. Now here also, if you see, December 21 results are not bad at all. In fact, if you cut it off here, you can see sales number is at an all-time high. If you check PBT number, this number is also at an all-time high. Then what happened after 21 is important. Please understand. After 21, December 21, still were the sentiments bad? Yes. Not only because of the macroeconomic factors like inflation and all that. After February 22, during which Russia Ukraine war started, the global things started going from bad to worse, right? After that, you can see that entire 22 has been in kind of pain. The market sentiments were like plus minus, never in ultra bullish mode, right? But then problem, now let's keep this as a base. Okay, December 21, I hope you have understood why I'm keeping this as a base. After October 21, after Nifty made all time high, this is the quarter, this is the latest quarter after that, right? And now if you see March 22 as compared to 21, it is down. June 22 as compared to December 20, again it is down. September 22, okay, here we can see, okay, here in fact in June it's more or less similar, not that bad. September, okayish, a little bit up, not that bad. And December also not that bad. Okay, but wait, we should not check only sales. Important point is how much is the profitability. Why? Because in, if I'm talking about inflation being the big problem, we should be checking about profitability. Now have a look at this 179. Is this number like an all-time high? Have a look at this. Yes, till December 21 looks like an all-time high. But now check March quarter, it's lower than this. Check June quarter, it is lower than this. Check September quarter, this is lower than this. And why are we making this video? This is the fourth consecutive quarter wherein we can see profit is lower than this benchmark quarter that we have taken right now. Okay, for those who have done my fundamental analysis course, I always keep on telling that 4 quarters back to back, if company is not performing well, we have to try and analyze the reasons for that. Okay, now why I thought of doing a video immediately after December 22 results. If you have seen on, I'm just quickly pulling up trading view for you all so that you understand what happened after the results. Okay, I hope my screen is nicely visible. See, this is the day of earnings, right? And when the earnings came up, the stock corrected by almost 12 to 13%. Now, why such a sharp reaction? Sales are not that bad. Profitability may is the main problem. From, if I compare YOY, from 179 crores to 111 crores. And always remember, for a QSR company, any consumer related product, ideally Q3 should be very good. And if Q3 itself is not doing good, then is that going to be a pain? 100% yes. Okay, now why did this happen? So for that, we tried to check the presentation of Jubilant Foodworks, and you can also very well get this on their website also. And if you see here, you can see EBITDA margins. Yes, I hope this is visible. EBITDA margins have gone down. Acha, I'll just try and hide this so that it's much more visible. Absolutely. Okay, so EBITDA margin gone down by 4.5%, 457 basis points. PAT margin gone down by 4.78%, 478 basis points. And when we try to see more into details, we found out two things. Number one, their franchisee cost has increased, but more than that, their freight cost has increased almost by 3%, to, if I compare it with sales. Okay, so now if I were to understand this, freight cost again is an impact of inflation. Material cost has also increased slightly. Okay, so all in all, I can say that what has happened, because of inflation, their costs have gone up, but they have not been able to pass on this inflation to their customers. Their prices of pizzas have not changed drastically. I remember me eating a pizza of a similar lowest end quality at around, I mean, lowest end price wise, around 70 or 80, almost like 3 4 years ago. And even today I get something around 70 80, right? So we have to understand that they have not been able to pass on the inflation to their customers. But big question is what next? Okay, inflation problem understood, macroeconomic problem understood, P is high, understood. What next? What is the company doing now? Now we have to understand what is the company doing, and for that same point, if I just go down a little bit, you can see MAU is what? Monthly active users. If you see, that has gone up from 9.2 million to 11.2 11.3 million. That means that almost 20 lakh active customers, active users have increased over 1 year, from Q3 22 to Q3 23. Is that a good sign? Obviously yes. More active users is equal to more sales, and more sales, if they are able to control the costs, then it is going to be a good sign for the company. Okay, now we'll talk about one more point. Let's understand. So this is Sapphire Foods ka RHP that I referred to, just so that I can give you some backing for my data point. More and more, the I mean here I'm talking about the median age of Indians. So here you can see median age of Indians is around 28. So is India a very much young India? I've talked about this so many times on our channel. If the median age of Indians is less, then ideally eating out being considered as a luxury is now more like, it's routine. It's nothing so great about that. So that going to be a positive for Jubilant Foodwork? Answer is again yes. So number one, what did we say? Their monthly active users are increasing. Number two, population demographics is also in their favor. Number three, are they also making more and more efforts to bring something like paneer related pizzas and what achari pizzas and whatnot? So basically, they are also trying to localize whatever possible. So pizzas, maybe they are bringing more of Indianized pizzas rather than sticking to just Western style Italian style pizzas, right? Acha, in addition to this, I would also want to talk about one more point, that whatever number of restaurants that they are coming up with, whatever is the network of their restaurants. So basically the number of outlets. So for that exact number of outlets, I think it was page number 20 or 21. Yes. Here, if you see store count from Q1 FY22, usse it is continuously increasing. And if I were to compare only Q3 22 to Q3 23, it has increased from 1495 to 1760. And when I went a little bit more into detail, I also found out that tier 2, tier 3 stores also, they are increasing. Now more and more stores being increased, if they are able to deliver better, if their coverage is more, then ideally they also get a first mover advantage, because tier 2, tier 3 other competitors are opening, but not at this pace. Okay, so all in all, what are they doing? Cholo, last time, were there problems? Yes, we discussed. But what is the management trying? Are there any positives as well? Yes, monthly active users are increasing, population is in their favor, they are trying to add more and more flavors. We also said their store count is increasing. Also, the disposable income of Indians is ideally going to increase over the next period of few years. In fact, if you have heard about the new tax regime latest in the budget, they have raised it to 7 lakhs. So if I'm talking about a person who is just in the mid 20s, somewhere around 24, 25, earning decent enough, that person doesn't have any home loan principal repayment under ATC. That person assume doesn't have any big fat LIC premiums to be covered under ATC. That person doesn't want a 5-year FD for a tax benefit. So that person may say, I would want to invest in equities maybe, and baki just 50-30-20 rule, if he's following my channel, he or she is following my channel, he or she would want to spend as well. And in this case, you can understand that if spending power is increased, then again, for a company like this, it should be a positive point, right? So all in all, I hope you have understood that with all these problems that we discussed, I don't think that any of the problem that we discussed, be it inflation or be it the overall PE numbers, they that is controllable. I did not find any allegation about the company which says that are ye fake hi numbers hai, something has been cooked in the statements, and nothing of that sort has been found. So it's all about the management's efficiency now, if they are able to control the costs, and if they'll be able to increase the top line and bottom line for the company. Now towards the end segment of the video, let's try and understand about how does the chart look technically as well. Okay, so for that, let me quickly take you to the technical analysis. I'm just increasing this so that you get to see. Okay, so if I were to draw a line somewhere here, okay, 1 minute. Okay, this is a touch point almost everywhere. So Alt H, you'll understand what I'm saying. Okay, see touch points 1, 2, 3, 4, correct? So now if you see here, it had a good support here. But if I also were to show you head and shoulders, इसमें ही आता है शायद, 1 minute. Yes. Okay. So here, can you see this? One, two, three. So this is the left shoulder. This is the head. Here it tried to go up, but oh, right shoulder is very small. Again came down. I think head and shoulder pattern is kind of visible here. Okay. Now, if this be so, and is the neckline broken? Unfortunately, answer is yes. So, if this be so, we have to try and understand as per head and shoulder pattern from the top point to the from the top point here to the neckline here, almost 25. Okay, I'll just quickly clone this, and from the neckline, I'll have to pull it down so that I get to the target. Okay. Now, what could be the target as per head and shoulder pattern? Oh, it could be 330. Current price is around 430. So another 25% downfall from here is what can not 25% downfall actually, because this is the closing price. From here, if I were to calculate, roughly another, yes, still another 22% downfall from here, as per what? As per the head and shoulder pattern. But wait, let's try to do some more analysis. Let's try to go on a weekly candlestick and let's see, can we try and pull out some more analysis for this. Okay, because now if we are going to think about a medium term to long term analysis for this, ideally we should move on to the weekly candle as well, right? So let me just quickly check the weekly pivot for this. Now, if you see here, 372 is a weekly support one. So, as per head and shoulders, it was 330. We do see a support a little bit above this only. 372 is the support. So, this definitely cannot be ignored. Now, let me also try and do a Fibonacci retracement from the March lows. Minute. From the Recha, from the March lows to the highs. Okay. Yes. Now, what do we see here? We see, oh, same level. 78.6% retracement, exactly 371. And here we saw 372. So why not 371, 72, or maybe 370, whatever, 5. And one more range, psychological range, is around 400. So all in all, I can say that fantastic. If this be so, why not? Current is 430. Safer side, 375 looks good. One last important point. If you were to calculate the PE ratio, now the revised PE ratio at 375 level, then the revised PE ratio will be below the industry PE ratio. So let me conclude now. Okay, so last 1 minute, but 100% attention. Fundamentally, did we discuss the problems? Yes. Did we discuss what could be the way ahead? Yes. Technically, did we see all the points? Yes. Technically, does 375 look like a good support level to be additionally bought? I mean, to be additionally bought in? Maybe yes. What am I going to do? I'm going to I'm going to infuse a small chunk into this stock again at 375ish levels. Okay. Does that mean you have to do that? No. You can take your own call. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. Okay. Fundamentally, what would I want? Because right now problem is that latest quarterly results that they have given, they are not up to the mark. I would want the management to give two back to back strong numbers, two back to back strong quarters, and then I can see the confidence being regained in the stock again. So it can, I mean, and I've said this so many times on the channel, 2023 can be like a little bit dicey. So if 375 is also broken, then I should have again a little bit power to add up. So there is no major problem with this stock accordingly. According to my interpretation, it's mainly about the inflation and macroeconomic factors that it's not able to pull itself out of it. So I think time will time is what is needed for this stock. So if you are an impatient investor, if you invested only for a short term, this there is a pain for you all. But if you are a long term investor, I don't think anything is there to worry. So that is my analysis. I want you all to tell me in the comment section if you did actually correlate with me in the analysis, or what are your points of analysis. Please let me know in the comment section. And this was a shoot and release category of video, so maybe if there is a fumble, I would want to correct myself in the pinned comment. So don't forget to check out the pinned comment as well. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye.